do anything I want with it.
Meanwhile,
you sure can, Mr. President. You sure can. Wow. Boy, oh boy. Boy, oh boy. What is going on? One, two, three, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1. We're just taking a look real quick. What's happening with the world? Boy, oh boy, oh boy, the world is running today. Brent coming down, VIX absolutely coming down, 3.7%, absolutely crazy. I think this war is gonna end up ending sooner than we thought, folks. They got rid of a leader, and so far so good. So first ones that are gonna absolutely go crazy once the Iran war is over is definitely JetBlue. Been pounding the table at roughly 413. It's already up a couple points. It's already up 5% from the entry. That looks really good. Can't argue with that. We still got a lot more room to go. Now again, this all really depends on the state of Iran, where we are, and thus we should start seeing some. Okay, why the colors are consistently not staying the way I let them? Like, are you fucking serious right now? I changed them how many times? How many times do I change it? Oh my fucking, okay, that's why. Jesus Christ. Oh my God. This is like the 7th time. And again, it doesn't even save. It doesn't even save. I'm gonna have to redo them. I'm gonna have to redo it. Anyway. Let's change up some colors here. Get some nice colors going into this, man, because I can barely see what the fuck is going on. What's going on, chat? How are you? What is going on? Hopefully you guys are doing great. I know I am. I know we are. I know I am. I know I am. Let's get rid of this. I really like, excuse me, whoa, that was nasty. I really like where JetBlue is. I really do like where JetBlue is right now. So we just got a bunch of confirmations, signals that went off. 12-hour looking good, upside only, cross the signal line. We haven't even crossed on the daily, so that's like waiting to happen. The fact that you got eyes on here Well, there is a really nice target to the upside. Phew, if you get in nicely. Oh boy, this thing is gonna. I'm telling you, if the Iran war ever gets resolved, this is gonna be the first one to go crazy. Iran oil coming down. Key area support, and look at all the upside here. You've been at the support area for literally quite some time. So what we're not going to do is marry a ticker. We don't marry tickers. At least I don't. We're just going to do this, and we're going to turn this yellow into orange. We're going to turn OK, and what we're going to do is we're going to save this one once and for all. EMA 26. All right, we're going to save that one. We're going to get rid of 62 EMA, get rid of that one, delete. I'm going to put EMA 26, and that's the official color. Let me just make sure the color is correct. The EMAs are correct. Yep, 521, 63, 251. Giving out this try. I'm giving out this EMA try. I saw this on Charles Schwab, and I said, you know what? Let me give them a shot. Let me see why they did it this way. All right, so moving on. JetBlue, Nvidia. What was in my corner here? I just had some. Great. I lost it. Was it Meta? No. What the hell? Oh, Amazon. I'm gonna switch. We're gonna switch over to 30-minute real quick. VIX absolutely falling off a cliff. I mean, holy moly, everything's running on the 15. Getting rid of that leader is technically bullish, guys. There's just bullish confirmation everywhere. I mean, what I'm seeing is bullish everywhere, right? Bullish at EOSC. Let's see what's happening with EOSC. EOSE also 557% here as well. This one is also looking very interesting at a key area support. Very, very key area support. I mean, this thing was beaten down to a pulp. Nice little sell-off here. Got that terminal candle on the 12. Could this be the one? EOSE. Wow. Beaten down to a pulp drastically. Huh. What does the daily say? Jesus Christ. Daily says, struggling here. I mean, this thing has been getting annihilated. Yeah, so tech stocks are running right now, assuming that the Iran and the war is going to end. So getting rid of that leader is very bullish. It is very, very bullish. I mean, you couldn't have asked for a better scenario here. You couldn't have asked for a better scenario. Oil coming down, VIX coming down. Everything looks juicy and woosy. You could not have asked for a better scenario. Maybe there might be some opportunity somewhere else. Maybe in the tech. Let's take a look at a firm. I always like looking at a firm. Yeah, AMPX only up 0.5%. It's got to eventually pull back a little bit. This OCC really got me wondering, like, hey, get to my target already. Get to my target, little guy. Hurry up. IRDM. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at SPY real quick. Wow, look at Iridium. SPY. All right, so SPY, pre-market, where are we? Oh, look at, that's very bullish. Very nice. This is all because of the leader. Getting rid of that leader is absolutely a necessity. Let me just make sure this is correct and make sure this is correct. Bingo. All right, so we're touching that 256 EMA. I gotta get used to these new EMAs. 63, 21, and 5. 63, 21, and 5. Okay. Okay. Let's see if let's see if this is true. Let's see what happens on the daily. Where is the 256? Aha. So that's the 256. Okay. We're going to respect that. We're going to respect that. And we have here the rolling 521 and 63. 521 and 63. Huh. Very interesting. Interesting. Very interesting. I do see some confluence here. All right, 2 minutes the market opens. 2 minutes the market opens. Let me just pull this one up. Let me turn on Bitcoin. We put Bitcoin on the 1 hour. See what's happening with Bitcoin over here real quick. Turn that on. All right, turn on tech, turn on everything. I suspect that, all right, we got indices, we got the mags, and then we got whatever. All right, we got the whatever. All right, we got, you know, Robinhood. Let's turn on JBlue. Iran, absolutely. Wow, down 2%. Irene down 2%. Fuck me. What the hell was I thinking? All right, we'll use that as an animus here. Wow, CTM. Wow, look at that. GTM was one of our little plays here. Yes, Irene. 20 hour making moves. All right, 1 minute. 1 minute. 1 minute. 1 minute. 1 minute. Wow, look at this inverted head and shoulders on JetBlue. Wow. Irene absolutely getting destroyed here. Irene getting destroyed. All right, let's turn on our one single ticker here. No, that's not the one we're looking for. Dark. Let's turn on JetBlue real quick and then get it all. There you go. All right, market's open. There she goes. Off she rips. There she goes. 236. Got the 236 here. Won't be surprised if this thing hits 382 at the 46 here. Won't be surprised we start making some nice gentle moves. Oh wow, rip, tech, immediately. Nvidia, sell off here. Immediately, sell off here. JetBlue looks like, oh, JetBlue looks like it wants to do something special here. Looks like we're going to make some legs here on JetBlue here. Wow. Indices, absolutely rippy-dicky right now. Rippy-dicky. Cannot argue with that. Keeping an eye on JetBlue here. I'm keeping a close eye on JetBlue. We could probably see a nice, we got a gap up too, which is pretty interesting. Wow, what a gap. That means the fund's just getting started, question mark. The fund's just getting started. Tech absolutely ripping right now. Tech ripping right now. Robinhood ripping right now. Ripping. Holy moly. So getting rid of that Iran leader is absolutely bullish, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely bullish. Nvidia, Amazon, Meta, everything's ripped off the gates. JetBlue starting to, the engines I think is just starting, in my opinion. The engines are just getting started. I mean, how much more pull do we got here? Huge. Immediately right off the gate. Bullish sentiment. Not seeing any pullbacks yet. Not seeing any pullbacks yet. Wow, 4% on JetBlue. So far, so good. Irene had a nice little sell-off right off the gates. Robinhood looking juicy here. Robinhood looking juicy. OCC pulling back. Ooh, 7%. Hello. I like that. I like that. I don't mind that. Wow. Immediately, markets absolutely ripping. Like, absolutely ripping. Wow, JetBlue immediate sell-off right there on that 200. Wow, that 256 EMA. 256 EMA on the 30-minute. So what does it say on the daily here? What does it say on the daily? Hold up. What does that say on the daily? What's that say on the daily? Whoa. Bitcoin now moving as well. Bitcoin moving. Hello, senorita. Sayonara. Sayonara. Tesla moving right now. Nvidia selling off here. Nvidia selling off. Whoa, that's a huge sell off here. Huge. So is JetBlue. So is JetBlue. Immediate sell off here. Immediately. It looks like a bearish medium line, dark cloud cover about to ensue here. Very interesting. Robinhood. Whoa. OCC. All right, so it's almost hitting the target. That's what I got it at. What is that? 668. Keeping a close eye there. All right, Irene is also making rounds here. EOSE also having a nice candle here across the board. A lot of things are being rippy. Nvidia immediately getting that rejection off that trend line. So keep an eye on that. Good morning, Nebius Dilution. Let's see how far it tanks it. NBIZ. Fucking B. NBIS. I don't want to highlight that company. Fuck them. I hate that company. No offense. I hate that company with a passion. Amazon, absolutely rippy. Absolutely rippy. I'm gonna keep an eye on what's happening with tech here, and also JetBlue. I do like what I see here. Could be another potential setup here. Still up 1.7%. Let me see Tesla. Wow, crude oil coming down now. Again, this is all because they got rid of that Iranian leader. So that's very bullish for airlines. Nvidia absolutely getting crushed. Pullback off that trend line. QQQ, rippy. EOSE, rippy. Irene, 1 point. I mean, obviously had a sell off, but now looks like it wants to make strides here. Robinhood absolutely running right here. Am I missing something on Robinhood? What am I missing here? Oh, God. I'm not missing anything from what I can see here. It's just the tech, right? The theme of tech. Yeah, that move is absolutely crazy. So assuming that we continue this momentum. Wow, VIX falling off 4.9%. 4.9%. Huh. Very interesting. JetBlue has a nice little sell-off here. Might be opportunity to some once we get rid of this whole situation. Nice little sell-off here. Can't argue with that. Tesla. Woo! A lot of things are slowly making rounds. What's interests me is more of Nvidia. That's what really got me interested. Like, yo, we just had a massive sell-off off that trend line. Massive sell-off off that trend line. Ooh, JetBlue looks like it wants to cook. Yeah, I don't mind that at all. Do not mind that at all. Do not mind that at all. As long as oil keeps selling off, JetBlue might become a winner in the end. That's right. Keep it going. Keep it going. There you go. Above the center line. There you go. Get the volume in. People took profits, and now you get the players to come in. Let's go. Come on, baby. Do the locomotion. All right, so Hood really got my interest here. I'm gonna keep a close eye on Hood real quick. Oh wow, OCC. Wow, it hit the target. I mean, almost did. Almost did. I really wanted to retest here at the breakout. 666. Wow, Hood absolutely running right now. Holy shit. Now you just peaked, so that's a no chase for me. That's a no chase. We don't we call those no chasers. We don't do that. That's a no chase. Or it might be, what is this? Cry for a little bit. Spike the market. They will sell into the strength. The chart shows what happened after the Olympics. That means the war can end sooner than later. I pray so. However, I think it might be quiet. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Until war is confirmed. Until war is confirmed. Until war is finished. Any pump is finished. Hold on. Hedging. We don't do things off emotions here. Let's fucking go. Don Tomoko. There's Hoodie. There's Hoodie. Get your hoodies here. Hoodie. Here, hoodie. Dude, everything is absolutely blowing off. Everything is blowing. Like, whoa. Well, EOSC continues to pique my interest here, especially at these lows. You know, it continuously piques my interest here. So, whoa, Hood. Oh, volume average high. Whoa. Whoa! God damn, this thing is ripping. Hold on, I got way too many fibs, way too many stuff, way too many lines, getting way too many stuff, getting way too many stuff, way too many stuff, way too many stuff. Like, what the fuck is happening here? Let's turn this on real quick. Alright, so we got that. We got that nice little pump. Let's see here. Oh yeah. Meta looking good. Tesla looking good. Amazon, Nvidia now bouncing off here. Wow, dudes, I'm telling you, that is very bullish. VIX and oil absolutely coming down. VIX and oil both coming down is absolutely bullish for airlines. I'm telling you, that is extremely bullish. Holy shit. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Don DeMarco. Alright, OCC, we kind of need you to get back to my target here. Come on, OCC. While everything's running, OCC is the opposite. Kind of need that thing to pull up a bit. Wow, Tesla running. Microsoft running. Are we still early for Tesla? That's the real question. Actually, we might be early. We might be early. Holy shit. Hold up. We might be early. Let me see here. I got a lot of shit going on. Let me get rid of all this stuff again. Turn off this. There you go. What's this? Yeah, the target got hit at the 361A here. Yeah, that got hit. To the golden pocket, bounce off the golden pocket. 697.00 OCC. Wow, almost got to that target that I was looking for. Wow, look at JetBlue now, 3.4%. JetBlue 3.44%. Holy shit. Must be a sign. It must be a sign of the rapture. No, I'm joking. Must be a sign. Interesting. Crude oil continues to come down. VIX falling off. VIX falling off. Until wars, nothing is certain that we can continue. What else is happening in the world? Look at that, 7%. 7% for some people's accounts that I'm seeing right now. Very nice, very nice, very nice. What are the tickers happening out there in the world? Maybe I can do a little bit of a WLDN. That's one I was looking at not too long ago, actually. Look at that. And I'm not into WLDN, but I was keeping an eye on this one. This is one of those, these are one of those king ones. Nope, still nothing. Nothing, just consolidating sideways. From a risk-reward perspective, just doing its own thing. Wow, JetBlue looking sassy. Magic. Oh shit, there is absolutely a harmonic building up on JetBlue right there. There is absolutely a harmonic I see building up there. Absolutely good call. Wow, look at that inverted here. So let me see the 12-hour on Jet real quick. Wow, we still got more room to go. We still got more room to go on Jet. Still more room to go on Jet. Look at that. And then the daily. Wow, we haven't even crossed the signal line on the daily here. So keeping a close eye on JetBlue on that daily. That looks like a goddamn doji on there. Piece of shit. Not bad here. So that means there's still a lot more room to grow if everything leads to the continuation to the upside. So I'm going to sit on my hands on this one. Got to be patient with these sort of plays. You are getting the first initial bump here. But I'm eyeing that target right up there. Boom, right up there. That's a 10% gain Reno right there. Boom. Right there. Boom. Another 10% on that and I'll be Gucci. Let's get to the 10. Let's get to the 10. Hopefully we get to 10. Oil, VIX, everything's just collapsing here. Collapsing. Not to the downside. Not to the downside. Wow. So a lot of things are coming back a little bit here. Things are pulling back here. Look at the VIX. Absolutely falling off a cliff. Falling off a cliff. JetBlue also, look, nice little spinning top here. Nice little spinning top. Doesn't mean the sell-off is over. Does not mean anything. Let me see the 15-minute on this thing. We got the bearish divergences here. Nice wick there. Absolutely bullish here. Wow, look at this candle structure setup. Wow. Bullish, bullish, bullish. Now you're above this 256, right? You're above the 256. Very bullish here on the 15 on JBlue. Very bullish. It's just building up. Building up, building up, building up. Robinhood also important here. OCC pulling back here, 7%. 24,000 here. So it's almost getting to that target. I would love for it to touch it. 668. You're almost there, bro. Just peel it off, homie. Peel it off. All right, what else? What else? What else? What else? What else? SoFi having a nice little bit of a run here. Yeah, that whole leadership annihilation got markets moving to the upside here, folks. Got everything moving to the upside. SoFi's, I mean, pretty much everything out the gate was pretty good. Pretty much everything out the gate was solid. All right, what else? MBIS, another one, 2.7% though. EOSE, let me see. This one looks really interesting here, folks. This one continues to look very interesting. This little piece of shit. So it did find a harmonic completion. It got to the target here. And we got to really start seeing some sign of life. Like, this would technically be not a bad setup. Not financial advice, because you are seeing some sort of, you know, reaction towards the upside. So people are buying here. Now, obviously, this is the first couple minutes of the bell opening, so always be careful with that. But let me see what we can see on the 15. Because, man, this one is absolutely oversold. Heavily oversold. Heavily oversold. Mags continue to run. Tech continues to run here. I might even entertain. All right, so OCC almost hitting our price target, and not quite. Not quite. Irene selling off here. Very nice, very cool, very safe. Let me see. CoreWeave. Pretty much Irene and CoreWeave are running laterally. Ooh, GTM. Now this is one I had on my radar. I don't even know I had a harmonic down here. I do that. I know that. But I think it's like heavily oversold, and oh yeah, look at that thing. Look at that. No idea what they do, guys. Wow, there is bullish divergence here. Again, very heavily oversold. One of those tickers. Mags running right now. Mags running right now. All right, so VIX and oil looks like they found a nice little base here. Nice little base here. Let's see if it's going to continue. Right? See if it continues. Let's see if it continues. Oh man, I need to turn on the AC real quick. OCC. All right, Robinhood running. VIX now 6% to the downside. Looks like oil is finding a little bit of a base here. Nice little flat. In developing AI, edge. In developing AI energy supply, and you're telling me Bitform's not gonna go up, then you're crazy people. What's going on, man? Long time no see. What's going on with Bitform? Let's see. Let me go get some coffee real quick. Let me go get some coffee. Let me see what's going on with Bitfarm. Let me see. All right. We are back. All right, let's see what's happening with the world here. Guys, don't forget to hit the like button. All right. So Irene decided to sell off here. Very nice. Okay, JetBlue wants to do something special. VIX down 5.83%. Oil now 1.32%. Okay, can't argue with that. JetBlue building some legs here again. So, interesting. S. Looks like our boy's back in town. Back having a day. Shout out to King Kent. There it goes. BAK. 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 Let's see what's happening with BAK. Absolutely, BAK is absolutely running around 6.4% to the upside. Absolutely, you got to catch these things when they start moving. Absolutely looking good, BAK. Let's see here. 12 hour. Don't sleep on JetBlue, guys. Just letting y'all know. I mean, once that whole Iran situation fixes itself, you know, that thing is supposed to look really juicy. Hopefully it does something juicy. This is why it's so hard to target these tickers, OCC and all of them. They're so illiquid. Wow, Nvidia immediately selling off here. Quite the view here. Interesting. Quite the view here. Amazon. Let me turn on the 15. Yeah, sorry, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, wow, Nvidia absolutely just gave back all them gains, and that was a fairly huge sell-off here. Fairly huge sell-off. Again, I keep going back to JetBlue because there's still a lot more. I mean, look at that thing. Look at the setup here, right? Look at the setup here. So from a risk reward, doesn't seem to be like a bad idea to for more potential upside on this thing. So I'm keeping a very close eye on JetBlue. I do have. Ooh, wow! How did I miss that? Wow, how did I miss that? And we're just getting started. Wow. Wow, I just saw this. Whoa. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. How I missed this. On the 4, you can see it on the 1, you can see it on the 4. How did I miss this? Oh, this is about to be a banger. Oh boy, Jesus Christ. That's the valley where we are hitting resistance. There you go. That's the key area. You break above 463. Boy, oh boy. Well. We do have a target at 530 here. Hello. Let me go ahead and post this in the Discord. Shout out to the Discord. We are gonna get ready for Houston. We are getting ready for liftoff here. Over. Hello. Guys. Hello. Are you guys seeing what I'm seeing here? Are you guys seeing what I'm seeing? Hello. JetBlue. Let me put on my face on this one. And let me get an Adam and Eve picture here, actually. I'm going to do something very different here. I kid you not. I'm going to look for an Adam and Eve. Adam and Eve. Let's see. Oh, this is nice. Oh boy. Nah, that's super gay. You know what? Maybe. Maybe we can do this one. Copy image. Fuck it. Let's just do this one. We'll do my face and then we'll do this one. We'll do that one. Fuck it. Who cares now at this point? Actually, you know what? Let me get one more professional here. That one looks classy. Right? I like this one. This one's when you know, right? When you know. Yeah, I like the classy. There, you know what? I'm gonna do it classy. Maybe people will know, maybe people won't know. I don't know. Maybe people will know, maybe people won't know. When you know, you know. When you know, you know. When you know, bro. There you go, I posted it. When you know, you know. Woo! You imagine? You imagine this thing starts balling right now? Woo! Adam and Eve. Let's see who's gonna catch on to that. I'm sorry, guys. I just had to. Woo! Alright, anyway. I'm done with that rhetoric. We're done with that. Moving on to the next chart. What else we got, folks? Alright, I'm not gonna look at JetBlue no more. Let's take a look at what's happening with the world right now. Oh my god, NVIDIA. Immediate sell-off. I don't like the sound of that. Whoa, signs of bad times. Well, maybe there might be a short opportunity. Hold up, hold the phone. Hold the phone. Maybe this was a pump and dump, and maybe we're getting the dump. Hold up, NVIDIA. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Inverted hammer here on the 1 hour. On the 15. Let me see what's happening in the 1 hour. What's happening on the 1 hour? What the fuck? What's going on here? What's going on? What the fuck is happening here? Bum bum ba-da-dum, ba-da-ba-da-bum. VIX down 5.6%. Oil now 1.63%. Up and away she goes. JetBlue holding the line here at 2.58% though. All right, actually we can just get rid of this now because I just drew it and I saved it in my posted in the thread here. Oh boy, yeah. Keep the airlines nice and tucked away here. I'm waiting for this confirmation here on OCC. I really want to get some shares here at a discount. We're almost there, bros. BAK absolutely rippy dicky, and rightfully so, touching that 1,000 SMA here on the 12 and looking good here. And actually I had to make a presentation here. Let me go ahead and announce this to everyone. Thank you for being together. Yes. There you go. All right, we're getting a pullback here. Can't argue with that. So the oil is now rising 1.78%. Oh. 1.78%. Oh. Either the greatest short opportunity or not. Wow, Ondas getting a pop before the lock and drop it. Getting the I'm getting the pop before the lock and drop it. Let's fucking go. We kind of need Trump to say, "Hey, we're done with the war," and then we absolutely get fucking get that nice little boost to the upside. BAK looking really saucy here, looking really, really saucy. Bam, bam, ba-da-dum. Wow, BAK with a Marabuza opening here. Marabuza opening here. Hard to argue with this candle. Very hard to argue. Hard to argue with that candle. Holy shit. All right, tech's pulling back a little bit. Nvidia absolutely just denying this trend line here again. And very interesting that Nvidia continues to decline that top end trend line. That means that whatever news we got was not enough. So fade the news. Fade the news. That's a telltale sign there, folks. Fade the news. Fade it, fade it, fade it. Fade it. Could be something interesting here. Let's see. Alphabet Moon. We kind of need Trump to just go ahead and just say, "Hey, we're done. We controlled everything. We controlled everything. We're done." 6% now, down VIX. Sorry, I had to move my stop loss as it keeps moving. Stop loss. That's right. You gotta have your stop losses. Unless you're a swing trader like myself. I'm gonna be honest with you. I rarely use stop losses. I rarely use stop losses. I rarely use stop losses. And it's not financial advice. But because I like buying at absolute support, my risk rewards are always much higher on the reward side than the risk side. So, not financial advice. I'm gonna be honest with you. Oh my god. Irene, fuck off. Die, bro. Just get it going, bro. Just go. Wow, what a massive sell-off here. Very nice to see, though. Very nice to see. 2% to the downside. Very nice, though. Cannot argue with that. JetBlue now up 3.6%. JetBlue now up 3.6%. Wow, BAK, Marabuza. Here we go. Here we go. Let me see here. Tip jar sessions. We could do session rules. Tip jar slash session. We can do session. Let me just do this one. Tip jar. Let me do that here. What we're gonna do is copy and paste this. One-on-one trading, and then we'll do this one here. And then that's it. All right, so we got this one-on-one. Tip jar session. Here we go. Commitment. There you go. All right, we're done with that one. Going back to Meta. All right, so we're finding a little bit of bounce here on VIXY. All right, let's take a look at SPY real quick. What's happening with SPY? Short candles. Very, very interesting. Very interesting short candles here. 0.6%. Oh, bullish divergence. Gapped up too on top of that. Could be a upside gap, 2 crows. Could be a bunch of shit. It's interesting to me that Nvidia just completely sold off there. I mean, that's very daunting. Probably fade the news scenario, right? VIX finding a mean reversion here. Got to find that mean reversion, so it should be moving up a little bit. Got to be moving up a little bit. And getting rid of that leader in Iran, honestly, that is a sign. Very nice, very nice. King, very nice. Good job. So getting rid of that leader is a sign that we are progressing more and more towards a favorable win on the overall war, right? So, you know, with that being said, you know, that new... Are you fucking serious? Are you serious right now? Oh my God. No way. Wait a minute. Hold up. No way. I'm not doing this again. I'm not doing this again. Bro, are you serious right now? I just changed it. How many times, bro? How many times do I... Oh, okay, we're good. Oh, okay, the 256. Okay. Sorry, guys, I was just flipping out for no reason. All right, we are interesting. So yeah, God, I really want to position myself for another long. I'm not really seeing anything opportunistic. This gap up here on SPY is super interesting here. This is technically not a bad setup for more continuation to the upside here. Ay, Dios. Very nice. Very cool. Look at that. Chat, what are you guys up to? Hit the like button, guys. I would highly appreciate that. Folks. All right, let's take a look at some of the tickers that I have been... All right, we can get rid of this one. I've been hawking. So GTM is one. Got a harmonic completion up there. Down there, excuse me. So this one is absolutely now finding a little bit of a consolidation phase here. The daily been oversold, 3-day oversold, weekly oversold. I mean, at some point you gotta make some grounds, right? But you are seeing a little bit of a base. Absolutely finding a nice little base at 578-ish. All right, 578. You got the terminal candle here. That is your absolute gorgeous terminal candle here. When I see candles like this is a confirmation line right there for me. That's a confirmation here. You see that? See that body candle, terminal candle, boom, boom, and then there, murder she wrote. So this is your typical setup that I see here for a potential reverse on this ticker GTM. Not sure exactly what the hell they do. Don't even give a shit. But it's looking good here. So let's see what else. So JetBlue obviously is one I've been touting on. SoFi, another one's been sold off for quite some time. Now it's a bunch of haramis inside this weekly candle bar structure. So nothing cooking yet with that. Baba seeing its day in the sun. Looking good. PGZ, this one is interesting. Oh my god, what is happening? All these lines, all these lines, all these lines, all these lines. Gotta really start focusing on some things here. A lot of things are pulling back a little wee bit here. This looks like a little wee bit here, selling off just a wee bit here. So obviously the news, Iranian leader, all that good stuff. Come on, OCC, give me that discount. Give me that discount. All right, what else? Sorry guys, I'm cleaning my eyes. All right, so OC, ooh, 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 ooh. Oh, I like that. I like that. We're getting finally a potential entry here on this damn ticker. Gotta really pull it back here. I got a 668 target here. Come on. Just come right back in, bros. Come right back in. Knock on that door and call it a home run. All right, crude is 1.6% now. 1.6%. Looks like any day now this war is probably going to end up being finished. My guess. No one really knows. Nvidia now finding a bounce here at a key area support. 181. So everything had a nice little run. Obviously be careful with the nice uptick. Nice little uptick here. Irene selling off here. Isn't that nice? Irene is selling off. Who would have thought? Wow, fade off that news. Wow. Fade, fade, fade. Fade away. OCC 677 down 7.7% though. Robinhood 1.6%, pulling back a little bit. Nothing crazy. Nothing crazy. Nothing concerning. Oil finding a bounce here. 1.8%. Oh. Ooh. Let's see. Ondas got a pop, now getting faded again. Another pop and fade. Ondas just keeps having a record of popping and fading. What else is happening here? What else? All right, OCC now, 677, bearish engulfing. Love to see that. All right, we are finally getting to a decent price target. I mean, holy shit, how long did it take? All right, so we kind of faded the 0.5. All right, we don't mind that. We don't mind that at all. All right, here we go. There's that scallop formation that we are seeing here. Look at that. Boom. We might get to that target. 6. I got a 662 here. What the fuck? Okay. Okay. Oh, there you go. There you go. Bingo bango. OCC, here we go. Okay. It's heavily oversold. Overbought, excuse me. All right, bingo. We're finally about to fill. Hopefully it fills that gap at 611. Oof. Oof, oof, oof. I'm going to keep a very close eye on that. Very, very close eye on that. All right, Irene. UMAC looking to run. I haven't seen UMAC in a minute. What's happening with UMAC? UMAC looking to run. Huh. Faded. Faded, 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 faded. Panda. Interesting. I would argue it's forming a cup. Definitely there's a harmonic here. There is some sort of harmonic here. I wonder if it's a 113. Oh yeah, this is a clean ass harmonic. That is a clean ass harmonic. That's an alt bat there. Alt bat. So with these alt bat, typically I want to see some sort of, let's see here. Did we touch that 3-2? Yeah, we did actually. We touched that 3-2. Yeah, to the T. Huh. I would argue touching this up here is super interesting. Because the MACD is telling me something different. That MACD is telling me something different. I would keep a very close eye on that. I would keep a very close eye on that. Let me see. What's the 3-day tell me? The 3-day tells me Yikes. Yeah, the 3-day tells me more. Yeah, this one's tricky. Because you are printing bearish divergences here. So the thing I see here is that and then flat high. So this is class B, right? Class B. Somewhat. Arguably. We did have a harmonic up there as well. Let me see the weekly candle. Oh yeah, no. Okay, I see it now. Much better. Yeah, we're kind of due for a small little retracement here. We're kind of due for a small retracement. I want to see this back down, hopefully to 16, maybe 0.5. That'd be kind of cool. That'd be kind of cool. Yeah, I would like for that to pull back just a wee bit. Just a tad wee bit. Nothing crazy. A little bit more. Little bit more. Yeah, I wonder. Yeah, I wonder. Yeah, Uganda. What else is happening? I'm watching it close. Yeah. I would just wait to sit on your hands. Not financial advice, obviously. But I'm looking at the volume here. That volume, it's not telling me anything significant. The volume says weak as fuck. And typically when you have these massive moves to these upside, now technically in theory 382 is not a bad area where you want to see some sort of, you know, new leg to the upside. But you just literally had a fucking rally. Right? Just had a fucking massive rally. So I'll be keeping an eye on right here with that, what is that? My 23? I just changed my EMAs. Let's figure it out what EMA this one is. That one is the 21. There you go. So 521, 63, 251. I'm trying out these new EMAs. I saw them on the Charles Schwab YouTube, and I noticed that these the big brains were using this setup. So I said, okay, well, let me try. What are the big brains seeing that I'm not? 521, 63, 251. There you go, folks. So I'm holding them to it. I'm gonna back test it and then confirm it and see what happens. Because anything can happen, right? Anything can happen. Anything can happen. All right, what else is happening? What else is happening? Into the world. Into the world. MDB, the recovery bounce that started the other day. MDB. What is this? What is this? Clearly there's a harmonic down here. So the daily says yes. The daily says yes. Yeah, I can tell I looked at this a long time ago because that Fibonacci colors, I don't use them no more. Not that I don't use them no more, I just haven't used them in a while. Look at this. Yeah, look at these colors. Jesus Christ. Huh. Interesting. Nvidia with a hammer here. Nvidia with a hammer. Interesting. What's happening with the TNDM? Bro, I am literally... Live, bro. Just saw your comment. Yeah, this looks good. Looking really, really good, actually. At the completion point. Very nice setup across the MACD. ADX coming down while the negative DI is coming down as well. This was technically due for a pull back and then a rip. It's a very nice setup. Very nice. Very nice. Very, very nice. Wow, Robinhood now printing what we call a evening star, a doji at that impulse. Very nice here. Apple, that looks interesting. Apple. I gotta keep a close eye on the Mac. Ooh. Oh, whoa. Hello. That's a 786. I can do a 113 here. 786 with a... Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Let me just make sure I'm not crazy. Yup. Apple's a buy for me. Let me see the head AC. Oh, yeah. Apple is a buy for me. Hold the phone. Hold the phone. Hello. Yeah, Apple's a buy for me. Do we have a 2x leverage here for this fucking thing? Not financial advice. Ooh, I like Apple here. I absolutely like Apple a lot here. And we're inside the potential 3 inside up candle. 3 inside up candle structure here forming. We do have a target at 259 here as well. Yep, I like Apple here. I like Apple a lot here. I'm not even gonna lie. Ooh. Ooh. Don't give me the fade. Don't fade me. 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 God damn it. That's a fade. That's a fucking fade. God damn it. Gartley here. 786. 786. 7. What a 113. It's like 2 Gartleys in one. 786. Yeah. 113. It's technically down here, but you can have a 5% tolerance. Yeah, wait for the pullback on this damn thing, but the overall trend is absolutely bullish here. In terms of structure, like what's forming here. So, you know, fade, don't sleep on that. Don't sleep on that. Don't sleep on that. So VIX finding its mean reversion here, and so is crude. Is crude coming back a little bit here? Crude is coming back a little bit. That sold off during earnings. They work with Google, a lot of other huge companies. Everyone's been waiting a while for a pullback. Oh, I'm sure they have. I'm sure they have. Everyone's been waiting a while. I'm sure they have. Interesting setup. Let's see what else is happening into the world. So Apple is on my radar. I really like the setup. I don't like that candle right now for that structure, in that structure for now. I do love the overall daily structure on Apple, I'm not gonna lie. Wait, what the fuck? Oh, okay, here we go. I was about to say, like, what? Yeah. Now, in terms of a war environment, tech is absolutely not the best place to park your money at. Definitely not the best place to park your money at. But if this war ends sooner than later, you know, Apple's definitely looking really good for a nice reversal bounce here. I mean, oof. Dude, that is a setup. How do I not catch this sooner? How did I not catch that sooner? Maybe we could catch it sooner. Hold up. Maybe we could. Maybe we could. Hold up. Let me see. I'm going to keep a close eye on Apple. I'm gonna keep a very close eye on Apple. Let me just see something real quick. Let me see. 253. Oof. 253 would be an area. Now it likes to bounce off that. If it bounces off that VWAP. Yeah, that. What is it? 23 EMA? What the fuck am I looking at again? What is this new EMA I got? 5 is the orange. 63 is the red. So where's the orange? Wow, that looks so much similar to red. Are you kidding me? You can't even tell. See, now I just changed it. You can't even tell. Okay. Yeah, alright. Well, that's that. Give me 1 second, guys. 1 second, be right back. Gotta make a quick phone call. we back. All right, we back, ladies and gentlemen. What's happening with Apple? Look at that, Apple already making moves here. All right, I'm not going to fade this any longer. Can't also ignore that. Structure setup here. I like Apple, what it's doing. I like the setup. I don't like that candle, though. Not a fan. But we shall see, because we kind of missed the train on this one. Let me see closer. I got to take a closer look here. Ooh, let's see. Nice little pop. You're at resistance here. I would want to wait wait for a pullback here. I would want to wait for a pullback. Let me see what the 5 minutes telling me. Yeah, bearish divergence here. Gonna wait just a little bit here. What other things are happening here? Yeah, I'm gonna wait. There's bearish divergence here. You are double topping. Maybe retest that VWAP, retest the VWAP, and call it a day. Yeah, I'll wait. Mm-hmm. 1000%. There you go. Pull back, bitch. Touch that VWAP. And get above the center line as well for confirmation. Oh yeah. 1, 2. Come back down, retest. There we go. Bingo, bango. Looking good. Hood absolutely not giving off. Hood, maybe we got to take a look at Hood. What's happening with Hoodie? Ho, Hood, ho. It is absolutely going fucking parabolic. It is absolutely going parabolic. MTZ. Yeah, nothing's changed on MTZ. What does that tell you? You see things on the 5 minute? On the 5 minute? I don't know what to tell you. Listen, with these things, man. You know, you have a very different way of trading, and the only thing that concerns me is that doji on the monthly, right? I'm looking at the doji on the monthly now. Again, I don't really want to, speak on this, but this thing has already moved a couple points too much, right? So my opinion, if you notice that it hasn't touched the 5 EMA, that orange line, I wouldn't touch this at all. Not financial advice, because the last time you had a doji here, right? You sold off a doji here. You sold off. That's a doji, right? That's a doji. Doji sell off. Doji sell off. So, you do what you got to do. I just don't, you know how I am about those things. Your tickers are the ones that I always don't even look at. I never touch because they're just up and to the right. Unfortunately, that's like not how I was taught to trade. We don't trade moves already happening. We trade moves that are they're just not. We trade moves where people are not looking. Right? We position ourselves where people are not looking. Everyone and their mother looked at this already. It's already obviously gone up. Now the trend is obviously intact. There's intact. There's nothing wrong with this. This ticker absolutely got some fucking legs. I just cannot justify putting my hard-earned money in something that's absolutely overbought. It can make another 5% to the upside. I really genuinely just wouldn't touch this. Would never ever 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 touch this until it hits. I see here that it likes to pull back. I'm looking at this. What is this again? This is my 21 EMA. 21 EMA, and this is the 63, right? This thing is not afraid to print some dojis and then pull back. Let's see here. Pull back 63%. All right, 63% off of that doji candle. That gave back. This was back in 2023, right? Let's see here. This was April, right? April, 42%. So, you know, I just don't do that. But it looks good. Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do, bro. All right, OCC, an alert went off. Finally. What the? All right, here we go. The alert went off. OCC. OCC. Now, there is a gap here at that 610. Keeping a very close eye on that 610. There's a nice little gappy. I'm going to keep a very close eye. Watching 644. Going to put another alert here. 648. Keeping another alert here. Keeping a very, very close eye on that fucking thing. Keeping a very close eye on that thing. Let me just put an alert here as well, 624, just in case. Oh, you already got back in? Good. Good, good, good. Enjoy it. Irene, now down 3%. Hello. Faded. JetBlue, not faded. JetBlue just having people take profits up there. OCC, then you know me. Love it. Waiting, waiting, waiting. 10%. Come to daddy. Come fill that gap. Fill it, bitch. Fill it. Fill it, fill it, fill it, fill it. 627. Gonna keep a very close eye on this. All right. Yes. OCC. Let's go ahead and take a look at SPY real quick. Ooh, doji. Yikes. Gapped up. Now, this is obviously have something to do with the news that we killed or United States have bombed or got rid of a leader in Iran, and the news went well. I'm assuming oil is either coming back or it's not. Yeah, oil is now plummeting here, 1%. Oil is now plummeting. Very, very good. Wow, Tesla. Rippy here. Very nice to see here. Scalp formation on Amazon. Absolutely ripped here. Double bot. Well, actually, nice little base here at 393 on Tesla. About to hit another key area resistance again. See if it breaks that 400 range right now. 399. OCC. Come on, get to the gap fill. Get to the gap fill. Let's go. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right, what else? Nvidia coming back up. Wow. So, if what I believe is happening here, this could be the setup for I didn't think I was going to see this so soon, but it is. Huh. Faded. Yeah, I didn't believe I was gonna see this setup. Wow, Bitcoin. No, Bitcoin was on my radar actually. I think we still got some legs on Bitcoin. Oh my fucking god. There's crude oil now down 98.62. Burgers and fries. What up, Ray Ray? What up, Ray Ray? Burgers and fries. What is that? Shake Shack? Shake Shack, right? Shake Shack. Let's take a look at Shake Shack. God damn. You can't make this shit up. Burgers and fries, yeah. This fucking thing, absolutely. I'm trying out some new EMAs right now, so yeah, burgers and fries, bro. I cannot believe this shit. Fucking Shake Shack of all things, bro. Can't make this shit up. Whoa. OCC. Let's go. All right, what else is cooking here? Irene. All right, what else is happening? Bello going to cook today. What you thinking, bro? You know, I'm in chat with Ray on X and some little things though. Maybe some time. Let's see here. All right, so Shake Shack. Sorry, I was actually I was responding to some texts. Oh boy. All right, where the hell are we, guys? What the hell's happening in the world? Looking good, looking good. Let me get the energy back, guys. I was just answering some questions. We are just getting started. Sorry, ladies. Sorry. Girlfriend duties. Had to answer to the girlfriend, you know. She fucking non-stop. Non-stop. And then I also got the Discord people hitting me up. All right, you could honestly do a paid group. Just got to throw some targets out. You mean exits and entry? You know that's forbidden. Just got to throw some targets out. No way I'm opening. People don't realize the legal. They open what happens to that realm. All right, sorry guys. Again, I'm just people continue to. Oh boy. All right. So yeah, tech is doing really, really well today. Obviously, had a nice sell-off. Apparently, the overall sentiment is that we got rid of a leader in Iran, and we are now seeing a nice little move to the upside. Technically getting rid of an opposition leader, that is bullish. That means that this war can potentially flip over to the bull side, and we can actually end it sooner. So the overall sentiment is going to be what? It's going to be bullish, bros. Bullish. Hello. So, Velo, what's happening with Velo? What's happening with Velo? What's going on with Velo? What's going on with Velo? What's going on with Velo? Velo. Good luck. Good luck with that. GTM. Double bottom here. Interesting. Double bottom here. Interesting here. OCC bounced off that target at 662 here. So I was keeping an eye on that. Now this is what we call a typical scallop here, and we were testing that center line. So I want this to come back and fill that gap. I would love for it to fill that gap at 639. If it does that, then you got yourself a homie. You got yourself a homie. What is it? 612. Excuse me. That gap is at 612. I would love that right there. Boom. 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 I just realized something on Velo, by the way. Nah. No. Nope. You can. All right, what's happening here? Oh, wow, crude is falling off a cliff. This is why we all the time talking about tickers, not financial advice. Do your own research. Yes. This is for the comment. Michael B. Jordan won an Oscar, went in and out, not 5-star. I'm just now reading the comment section. MacD and Shake. Yeah, so somebody on the Discord just said something. Do a paid group. Just throw some targets out. Yeah, no. Yeah, so a lot of people don't realize that when you do entries and exits, that's absolutely forbidden. You're just opening yourself up to legal issues. Absolutely. And people don't realize, like, you guys don't understand. Like, Jim Cramer could get away with it because he's licensed to get away with that. Just by the way the rules work, by the law, they're licensed. I've had stories where people, like in my position, were giving out exits and entry. There's people right now in current platforms literally telling other people entries and exits, and it's like all you need is a certain group of people to just build a case on you and you're done, right? And a lot of these lawyers, especially if they're starting off, they're looking for people like in those spaces or in other groups that are telling people entries and exits, and they want to build their reputation, and it goes both ways. So some young buck getting out of law school wants to go ahead and target these little traders that are giving entries and exits. They're gonna get that. They're gonna get that case open, and for all because you didn't practice disclaimers, all because you didn't say disclaimers. You didn't say, "Hey, not financial advice. I'm not a professional." Yada yada yada. What I always preach, right? I always say disclaimer, this, that, and the third. Anyway, I had a conversation with another lawyer, and I won't say who, but she's always in spaces, and she even said, like, yo, bro, you got to be very, very careful. And people don't realize playing that field, playing the little playground of entries, exits, you're just opening yourself up to some problems. You're just opening yourself up to a lot of problems. That's why it's forbidden in my Discord to give entries exits. Entry and exits. Absolutely forbidden. You will get kicked out if you give entries and exits. Destroyed. Hell to the no. We don't open those can of worms. You want to open up those can of worms? You do you, boo-boo. You do you, boo-boo. But not me. No way. Everywhere. Disclaimers everywhere. Not financial advice. I'm not a professional. If you lose money, I am not responsible. Everywhere. Disclaimers everywhere. Everywhere. But people got time. You know, they got time for their own, you know. They want to go through that. They want to go through all that headache. Knock themselves out. Knock yourself out. Use soil. All right, where we at with oil? There you go. I like. Oh, he's using hollow candle setups. I like that a lot. I like that a lot. I'm not gonna lie. Whoa! What the fuck is this? A lot of people posting shit. Alright, let's take a look at SPY real quick. Because we are getting some charts on SPY. God damn it. Fucking hell. All right, we're almost there on the D. I kind of need this to. I just need this to fill that gap, dude. Just fucking fill the gap. God, these no volume tickers are very, very tough to try and time. I'm really just trying to find an entry on this thing. It is literally a fucking problem because they got no volume in them. But I want to see it get back to 613. Just get a nice little gap and then move up. Just fill it. Come on, baby. 611. Is it 611? Yeah, well, it's a full gap. You can get to 627. 3 inside down pattern, absolutely confirming that breakdown to the $7 zone. So that means potentially more continuation going into tomorrow, which I'll be patient on. I will be patient. I will be patient. You got to be patient with these things. ONDS new deal. Another one? What other deals do they got now? ONDS. Let's see. Another deal. They got deals. Ondas expands robotic defense future with INDL acquisition. Retail believes stock is going much higher. INDL will supply a fleet of heavy tracked engineering vehicles to a major military client. Okay, well, that's significant, right? That's a significant look. See, that's valid news, right? That news we can get behind. Okay, that's a news. All right, that is finally a fucking news. Because, Jesus Christ, everything else was just dog shit. Now, with that news being said, let me get rid of all this noise, bro. That is significant news, right? Military client want to speed up a process. So then this little potential Adam and Eve setup is going to have some legs here, right? Potentially. With that kind of news, sure. All right, there is a value you got to break, roughly. Right there, roughly, right. We're literally on it as we speak. We're literally on it as we speak. So if it doesn't fade going into the close today. What? How many more acquires Indo Earth moving for 5.7 cash plus 5? Oh my god, it's just a 5 million acquisition. Earn up to Earth moving paying 5 million cash. Side Millers. Oh, Indo recently won a 140 million tender to supply a fleet of heavy tracked to a major military client, covering delivery, long-term maintenance, and logistics. Oh shit. So their backlog just fucking got built up. $140 million order, and they got acquired for $5 million. That's very interesting. That's very interesting. Arcad, another one. Another one. Yeah, what's happening with Arcad? God damn, Arcad is just, you know, rip a dick here. What news? There's no new deal. I don't see anything here. Maybe it's just, maybe it hasn't hit yet, is my best guess. Maybe it hasn't hit yet. Is my best guess. Is my best guess. Oh, by the way, let's do that thing for the thing we spoke on. Hold on, I'm just taking a look at some news. Joe Kent resigns. Oh God, this one's actually good news. Hold up, a news. Hold up, guys. Hold up, what the hell? Guys, don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to hit the like button. Okay, Joe Kent resigns as Director of National Counterterrorism, says he can't support the war against Iran. Iran posed no imminent threat to our nation. It is clear that we started this war due to pressure from Israel, and it's a powerful American. Whoa! 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 Who's got the balls? Joe Kent. Let's go. Yo, whoever this guy is, Fat W. Can you explain to him how easy it is for some new legal prosecutor getting out of law school wants to build up reputation? Seeing traders give entries, the ramifications. People are absolutely crazy. What's that guy? Hold up, guys. I'm sorry. Give me 1 second. Hold up. Something's cooking right now. No. Tomorrow he will be in the accident. What? He will be... The Tukey? What the fuck? Where did you come from? Ray L, please. Estee Lauder. Alright, guys. Sorry, I was in the Discord. Sorry, guys. Uno segundo, uno momento. I am now taking a look at what the hell's happening here. Hold up. Uno minuto, uno momento. Apparatus. EL. Let's take a look at EL real quick. EL. Whoa. Yep. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. One second. Hold up. 1 sec. God damn it, bro. I can't do everything at once. So many people are just the Discord, the DMs. I'm just, it's fucking getting annoying. Alright, let me take a look at EL real quick. I would rather do YouTube, but I'm also getting bothered on fucking Discord. Wow, EL getting fucking legs here. I really like this. Is it time? Usually during war, EL does really good. To be honest with you. That 236. Okay, so what's going to happen next is when I see it do a rejection off the 236, you typically want to wait for this to come and do another double bottom here. And then confirm the bounce, right? And then form like a W. All right, it could do two things. Double bottom here, or, you know, medium range of that. Form a W, get a harmonic going, and then rip above the 236, or consolidate, right? And then the rip, right? So these are only two ways to look at it, or completely just fucking fall off its face, because it can go to zero, right? Not financial advice. But the point is, when you see these bounces, these erratic moves to the upside, and then the rejection of the 236, I typically wait for either another touch here, double bottom, and then wait for this consolidate, and then hopefully rip up. But yeah, this is a good sign. I mean, it's a very, very good sign. Price action is trying to break above. We're trying to find a common ground here to keep going up. So it looks really good, for sure. Looks really good for sure. So it looks like the overall mark giving back just a wee bit here. Just a wee bit. Just a little bit. Let me take a look at Netflix. I haven't looked at that damn thing in a while. So, interesting. Cause all this financial advice fiasco. All right, sorry guys. Just a lot of fucking a lot of people people in the Discord. All right, moving back to the TA. You know what, guys? I'm gonna shut the stream right now. I'm just gonna focus back on the. I'm gonna post a video tonight. I'm gonna get back on the Discord, and I'm gonna focus on trading a little bit more because I can't focus right now. There's like 17 things happening right now, so I'll do more of these. I'll be back tomorrow with a much more. I gotta start maneuvering some things because this is clearly taking away my focus. So I will be back tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. I will be posting a video today. I'll be back in the Discord as of right now. So anyway, cheers, and hit the follow button, hit the like button. Thank you.